Since Caleb Williams was chosen as the marquee name to lead the Bears, the expectation was that he would instantly change the franchise's fate. But can a generational talent truly shine without the right structure? What happens when a young quarterback is thrown into the fire without the necessary support? Don't forget to follow the Bears News Fan Report channel. The answer came in the worst possible way. Williams didn't find a solid system to fuel his development. Instead of a structured environment to refine his skills, he had to improvise, even creating his own film study plan, something unimaginable for a rookie quarterback. Meanwhile, the Bears' offense stumbled, lacking identity and direction. Even so, Caleb showed what he's capable of. He threw for 3,541 yards, 20 touchdowns, and only 6 interceptions, along with 489 rushing yards, making him the team's second-best runner. These numbers didn't come from a well-structured system, but from the sheer resilience of an athlete who refused to accept the mediocrity around him. However, the disconnect between Williams and former offensive coordinator Shane Waldron became unsustainable. Without a proper scheme to maximize the QB's strengths, the Bears were adrift. It wasn't until Waldron's dismissal that a glimmer of hope emerged, the arrival of Ben Johnson. And here comes the big turning point. Johnson isn't just any name. He was the mastermind behind Jared Goff's resurgence in Detroit, transforming a once-written-off quarterback into one of the most efficient in the NFL. Now he has the chance to work with an even greater talent. If he managed to bring out the best in Goff, imagine what he can do with Caleb Williams. For the first time, Caleb will have someone to guide him, shape his skills, and help him reach his full potential. For Bears fans, this is the moment everyone has been waiting for. 2024 was a year of struggles, but 2025 could be the start of something great. So if you want to follow every step of this Bears revolution and watch Caleb Williams transform into the quarterback Chicago has always dreamed of, don't forget to follow the Bears News Fan Report channel. The new era has begun, and you won't want to miss a thing. But don't expect this transformation to be instant. The NFL is a battlefield where talent alone isn't enough. Structure, a winning mindset, and above all, a clear plan are essential. And that's exactly what Ben Johnson is bringing to Chicago. In recent years, we've seen franchises rise from the bottom with the right combination of coach and quarterback. The most recent example, Trevor Lawrence and Doug Peterson in Jacksonville. With the proper support, a young talent can become a true leader and change a franchise's destiny. Now, the Bears finally have that opportunity. Johnson has a track record of adapting his schemes to fit the player's talent rather than forcing the player into a rigid system, something that was lacking last season. He knows how to build a fluid offense based on the QB's quick decision-making, maximizing play action, and designing plays that highlight Caleb Williams' strengths. And this change impacts more than just the QB. Players like DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, and Rome Odunze can finally be used strategically, transforming the Bears' offense into something fans have never seen before. With an offensive scheme that prioritizes intelligence and efficiency, Chicago could go from a promising team to a real NFC contender. But will this revolution be enough to put the Bears at the top? That's the big question. Williams has the talent. Johnson has the strategic mind. The roster has solid pieces. Now, it all comes down to execution. If everything goes as planned, 2025 could be remembered as the year the Bears finally found their franchise quarterback, and with him, a new future. But only time will tell if this promise will become reality. One thing is certain. This will be one of the most exciting seasons in recent Bears history. And if you don't want to miss a single detail of this journey, subscribe to the Bears News Fan Report. Let's follow this new era together, game by game, victory by victory. The best is yet to come. As a true Bears fan, I can say that this change finally brings a breath of hope to Chicago. After years of frustration, of watching talented quarterbacks wasted by bad systems, Ben Johnson's arrival seems like the right move to finally turn Caleb Williams into the leader this franchise deserves. It's impossible to ignore how disappointing it was to see Williams struggling on his own without a proper structure. We expected a solid plan from day one, but instead, he had to create his own study method and deal with a disorganized offense. Even so, he proved his talent with stats that showed he has what it takes. He just needed the right support. Now, with Johnson in charge, expectations are different. He didn't come to test Caleb Williams. He came to bring out the best in him. If he turned Jared Goff into one of the league's most efficient quarterbacks, imagine what he can do with a raw and dynamic talent like Williams. The fit has all the potential to work, and the way he designs his offensive schemes could finally give this team an identity and an aggressive play style. Looking at the roster, DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, and Rome Odunze together form a trio that any quarterback would dream of having, and if the right scheme is implemented, we could see this offense operating at a high level as early as next season. But of course, everything depends on adaptation. Williams needs to learn fast, and Johnson must ensure the system aligns with his abilities. I've seen the Bears come close and then disappoint too many times, so it's natural to be cautious. But for the first time in a long time, I truly believe this could be the turning point. If everything goes as planned, 2025 could be the year the Bears finally establish themselves as a real force in the NFC. Now, we just have to wait and see. But one thing is certain, this season will be different. And what about you? Do you believe Williams and Johnson can turn the Bears into an elite team? Leave your comment and follow the Bears News Fan Report to keep up with this new era.